Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My guest right now is Alan Hicks. He's the head coach and pretty much all things convenient for the Boissevain Broncos high school team, Boissevain Cirrus. Right? You guys are with Cirrus this year, correct?
Actually, right in the fall, we had to do some reconfiguration. So this will be our third year as connected with Cirrus, but Deloraine Wascata had not anybody to kind of connect with. And so they split, and Hartney went on with Reston, Elkhorn, Melita, and those players that are Deloraine came with us. It only wound up being a goaltender from Deloraine, and then we have two players come out of Wascata to kind of give us a full complement of players.
And how's the team looking this year?
We've had a lot of challenges, and it's really, I don't know what it is about, but just to stay healthy. We have 23 kids on the roster, and it's been over the last 3-4 weeks, several kids missing practice due to colds and strep throat, and it's just been one of those years where we've really got off to a bit of a tough start. We've been competitive in every game. We just kind of haven't found a way to close very many of them out yet. So our record's not quite where it wants to be, but I think if we can get kind of through this hump into Christmas and get healthy again, that we're looking forward to having a better second half, and then kind of really being motivated by hosting the provincial tournament, kind of really hopefully put it together then and get on a hot streak through February and see what we can make some things happen for that provincials.
You mentioned it, and that's the main reason for our interview right now is the provincials are coming up, and you can see every broadcast, every game live right here on TL Media. And how do you go about qualifying for the provincials?
So other than being a host, they look at your record and they'll have a cutoff date probably mid-February, just so teams have a little bit of time before that tournament to prepare. And our league is combined of A schools, AA schools, AAA schools, and quad A schools. So they take the bigger schools like your Dolphins and your Brandons, and they have to go in and compete for provincials against the bigger schools in Winnipeg. And then the smaller schools will take the top two teams via their points. And it's a pretty good way because in our league, everybody plays each other an equal amount of time. So by that time in February, the league has kind of sorted itself out. And then there'll be one other team that complied for a wild card from our league. And it may or may not be granted to our league if there's teams in the other league out east, other schools between here and Winnipeg that have strong records. And they usually send a couple representatives. And then sometimes you'll have to play a one-game wild card playoff to get in. But it usually gives you a pretty good field of really competitive hockey. The last time Boissevain's team went to provincials was the ominous year of COVID shutdown. We're playing our second game against Major Pratt, and the convener comes to me and asks me if we want to close the game right in the middle of it because we had to pack everything out in 2019, I think that was, 1920, to shut everything down. And so this will be really kind of exciting because we haven't been there for a few years to get back to that tournament.
What's the excitement about going to provincials? What in your line of going has been the biggest thing you've looked forward to?
Well, you work hard to kind of qualify at a year league, and then you kind of want to see how your league stacks up against those other teams. And sometimes you haven't seen those other teams at all, like a Carmen or, like I said, a Morris team that have traditionally been pretty strong. And you get to play teams outside your normal league that you haven't seen all year, which adds another little level of excitement. And then you want to, for that short 3 days, kind of put your best foot forward. In my experience, we had a really good run the one year, and we went to Morris, and we wound up having a tough game in the crossover, but we did win the bronze medal. And just that, that weekend, everything's on the line, and the guys, it's a pretty narrow window and usually a pretty competitive field. So it brings out the best in all the clubs to try and get that trophy.
What does hosting the provincials bring to the community?
Well, again, it just kind of is an opportunity for our community and our school community to show off our kind of competitive spirit and how we get behind like a provincial competition and our athletics. I think athletics offers a school setting, just another way to teach kids about character development, how to do hard things. It's not always going to go your way. you're going to get knocked down, how to pick yourself back up, get back into the fray, and learn how to compete. And the idea of, we don't have a philosophy that winning is and everything, but the preparation to win is usually where we kind of put our emphasis on. So our athletes are challenged in ways that you can't really challenge them in a classroom. It just gives them a little broader sense of what it is like to belong to a team. And then for the community of Boissevain itself, you get other community people to come in here and see that sense of spirit. And usually we've always been very well supported by community sponsorships and volunteers, and how to put something like that on. So it's just kind of a little showcase of our community.
Who are some of the players that the fans can be excited to see?
We have a good group of seniors, like on our leadership, our team captain, Tyler Robertson, and, going along with some of the guys I worked with for 3 years in Griffin Albright playing goal for us. Connor Graham's another good defenseman for us. Our senior Ryan Sprott out of Minto has played really well for us. And then we've got some kids out of Surrey that have been with the program for a couple of years. Ty Tosh is a grade 11, but he's a really strong defenseman for us. Actually, he played at least one exhibition game with Portage before he was released from their program to come back to high school. So he's done a really good job for us. And then, the idea that some of those young guys, it's kind of a chance at the end of the season that they've kind of learned what it's like to move from, that U15 up to potentially playing against 17 and 18, 16, 17, 8-year-old players. And sometimes they really come into their own at the end of that year. They've kind of got their feet under them, and they've kind of figured out how to play at this level. And some of them have ambitions to go play at the next level, whether it be AAA midget or junior A after they're done with us. So you kind of get the best of them at the end of that year, and then it's time to wrap it up and move on.
Yeah, that's another thing I'm excited about broadcasting. It gives people a chance to watch the product all over the world. If someone has a grandma out in BC or even Australia, they can tune in and watch and feel like they're right there along with us. And that's why I'm very excited to be doing it.
Yeah, I look at that, from my own perspective, when my kids went off to play college hockey, my son and my daughter playing college softball down in the States. Obviously, you can't be at every game, but they had the opportunity to stream those games. And you can still kind of keep in touch with them, and you don't feel like you're missing so much. And that's kind of a neat feeling to be able to engage that way. And it's a neat feeling for us as a school to be able to put that out there. I know we've done it for some of our volleyball, but we've never done it on a large scale for hockey, just because it's a little trickier when you don't have control of the facility like you do your own gym. So I think this is a neat opportunity.
Yeah, I'm interested in even coming to do some volleyball and basketball or any sport. We're always looking to expand.
Yeah, for sure. Like, you look at our volleyball season's wrapped up for this year. Our kids are heading to the gym, some early morning practices to get a bit in here before the Christmas break next Friday. And then basketball will be going in our gym with both our senior and both senior men or boys and girls. And I think we have a junior girls team as well.
Might have to get some of those games on if there's a tournament. Definitely interested.
Oh, for sure. And that's the neat part. Like, yeah, because grandparents, they don't care what the kid's playing. If they're doing something, they want to have a chance to take a look at it, and they maybe haven't got a chance to get to Boissevain for all the games, or they may be at a distance away. So I think we would offer you the opportunity to do that for sure.
Let's get back to talking about the provincials. Is there anything that you guys need to set up or to prepare for the provincials as a host or as a team?
So as a team part in the actual hockey production is hopefully we can get guys healthy again and get a good string of practices and games in under our belt. And I kind of tried to schedule it so that we have a little bit of a weekend off before the actual weekend of provincials. So we'll be wrapped up with our league a little bit earlier than usual, just to try and give us that break of having a few extra practices in there the weekend before provincials. As a host committee, MHSAA, the Manitoba High Schools Athletic Association, they set out how kind of the template for how to run it, and then we kind of piece it in together with some local sponsorship and kind of give it a local flair. And then, like I said, we host it kind of K to 12. Those younger kids get to pick a team, and they kind of make some banners for them, and then they kind of get a chance to come over and watch them play. And our staff really embraces those opportunities. And like I said, our local athletic director, Corey Billany, he is going to be kind of the convener of the tournament. He's worked lots hosting baseball, volleyball, basketball, and helped out with that. So he's well versed in those areas. So it will come together. We'll sit down as a staff here right after the Christmas break and kind of divide up some of the jobs that need to be done in our building, and then try and showcase and put forth a good provincials that kids can say, hey, that was pretty cool. We get some merchandise going with obviously covered with the Bronco logo, and then the year of the provincials also with some of the sponsors from MHSAA, and make sure that they get their sponsorship opportunities with that. And then it's a busy weekend and it's all over.
Oh, it sure is. Yeah, you guys have the Christmas break upcoming. My kids are excited about that. I bet you are. Do you guys have any games up until Christmas break?
Yeah, we do. We host in Souris Nipawin this Saturday, and then we go up to Hamiota for a game, and then we got a makeup game coming up on Tuesday because we got canceled last Friday with our snow showing up, and then we have our what we call our Christmas Classic on the last day of school at 1 o'clock at the rink here in Boissevain. It's kind of been a tradition for the last 5 or 6 years that Crocus comes out and plays in that game, and it's always kind of neat because a lot of our kids are there, and it's usually just some kids maybe that had played with the Bronco program that are home for Christmas break from university, or kind of show up, and it's got a little bit more energy in that game too. So that's always a neat one to take in on the Friday afternoon at 1 o'clock on the 22nd. I do believe that one is the last Friday here before the break.
If I didn't work days that day, I definitely come and broadcast that one. I want to do a few before the provincials come in.
Yeah, sure. And we have opportunities for that. I got to look at how many there are in Boissevain. With Boissevain and Souris being the co-op, it kind of usually works out that of the 15 home games or whatever it is, or 14 home games, that it's usually split 7 and 7, and I think it's split down the middle again this year, just between the two host facilities.
Yeah, I did do a bit of looking.
Yeah.
I think that's everything I have. All the questions I have. Is there anything else you'd like to add?
No, just that we did look at doing it as a split between the two co-op towns, which is 45 minutes apart, but with it's only 6 teams.
The following is a live presentation of TL Media.
So I don't want to
Sorry, folks, we're having some audio issues here.
I've been told about some audio difficulties. Is it better now? Thank you, producer Mitch. And if you guys notice there's no audio for a while, just leave a comment. I won't take it personal or anything. Takes a shot. Ducked away by Pringle. Behind the... We have a man down. The backhand shot. Pringle had to be sharp to hold on to stop that one. And down the ice it goes. Even our scoreboard is festive tonight, ladies and gentlemen. 16:07 to go here in the first period. You're watching Good on Industries Game Time on TL Media.
Tomorrow morning, between 7 and 11 a.m., the Boissevain Company Club is having breakfast, pancakes, sausages, and scrambled eggs, adults for $12. Please go over and support our
Sorry, as an avid fan of pancake breakfasts, I had to tune in to see what Betty was saying. There will be a pancake breakfast as Ritter breaks in. Oh, and he shoots it just high and wide. You're going to want to stick around for the post-game show this evening, the Lonwin Apiary's post-game show. Well, look at this, look at that. Oh, Roof Daddy, we've got Doug Roach, the man, the myth, the legend, the voice of the Vernal Kings. His call went viral. And back the other way is Cowan spinning around, puts it on net, stopped by Pringle. Jagger Thomas sends it over to Hittmers, gets it back to Thomas. Playing a game of hot potato there for a second. Fliddell goes through the neutral zone, sends it over. Pringle banks it up towards and down the ice. Out to play it was Holder. Holder moves it ahead. Getting by the man. Oh, Patterson almost took it away. He faked the fake, then shot. Pringle made the save. Pringle's been tested a few times in the early going, and each time he's answered. Patterson sends it down low behind the net. Going hard after it is Klein. Back to the point. Takes a shot, hits a leg. It didn't hit a foot. He's not neither foot are playing tonight. Would that be feet then? No, maybe that's why they're behind us in the early going. Going back. Patterson sprawling around like Bobby Orr, but Bobby did it closer to the net. Down the ice it goes. Boissevain comes away with it. They move it ahead. They bank it off the boards. It's a 2-on-1 back away. Takes a shot high and wide, but Robertson with the rebound. David on the spot makes it a 1-0 game for the Border Kings. And Holder appears to be down and slow getting up. Is it his pride or is it a legit injury? I'd say a little column A, a little column B. Either way, you got a 1-0 Border King lead. That was a hometown bounce if I've ever seen one. Back the other way. Skylar Canada shoots it. It goes high and wide. Robertson had a wide open net like a 5-year-old has a wide open gift on Christmas morning. Last game, our last broadcast, Boissevain scored on a similar play. Maybe they know that end of the ice just a little bit. Anyway, we'll be back after a word from our sponsor. You're watching Good On Industries Game Time on TL Media.
Good On Industries. Sunrise Credit Union. Zaley Furniture. Springer Construction.
That shot goes wide. Captain takes a shot. Pringle doesn't know where it is. He's flopping around, looking like a fish out of water, but he finally regains composure. Sent down the ice and kept in. A good defensive play by Cowan. Gets it over to the ever dangerous Jesse Leonard, who puts it high off the boards. Back the other way, going hard after Jagger Thomas through the neutral zone. Thomas sends it across, intercepted by Leonard, banked off the boards, and Cowan comes away with it. Cowan has to be careful there, but Izzard, no relation to Iggy Izzard to my knowledge, goes through the neutral zone. Wise choice. Sherling got him lined up. Dittmer fumbling around with it. Dakota Sherling going through the neutral zone, takes a shot. Missed it by that much. Back Robertson. Oh, that one. That one will hurt. That one will sting. Definitely have a few adult refreshments after the game. Drinking that one away. Down the ice it goes, and that one almost hit Timmy back up in the booth. You're watching Good On Industries Game Time on TL Media, brought to you by our wonderful sponsors at Good On Industries, Springer Constructions, Zaley's Furniture, Sunrise Credit Union, and the list goes on and on and on. They are the lifeblood of TL Media, and we could not do it without you. We love you all. Going through the neutral zone. Here comes. He takes a shot. Big rebound. Holder. He did not hold on to that one. He kicked it out. Mullen off to Workman. And Hartney gets it. And the smell of fries fills the Boissevain Agricultural Arena, making this guy a hungry man. Although I did have a darn good supper tonight. My wife made a lasagna, and it was quite good. It was delicious. Anytime I don't have to cook, it's always fantastic. Levi could even make supper, and I'd be happy with that. But she'll be a good cook. That's a long line. Down the ice it goes. Oh, the ref had to play a little dodge puck there. Going through, Nolan hits the leg. A good defensive play there. As we approach the 10-minute mark in the first period, it's 1-0 in favor of the Border Kings. Pringle's battling, but he takes a pop. All over. Dittmer sends it down low. Dittmer's going hard to the net. You always expect a good hard shift from Ty Dittmer. And we'll take a break. You're watching Good On Industries Game Time on TL Media.
Good On Industries. Sunrise Credit Union. Zaley Furniture. Springer Construction. Boissevain Plumbing and Heating.
Travis Longman with you alongside Mitch Selkirk, who's in Saskatoon. Where's everybody else tuning in? As my words sometimes come out of my mouth a little too fast than my brain knows how to process. Holder takes it off the boards. Over. Going hard after it. It's Cowan. Cowan, the ever dangerous. Oh, is that Cowan or Savard? I don't know. Either way, it was a nice spinorama. Adams going hard after it. Holder plays it ahead. Dittmer spins around. Jesse Leonard. Sends it across the backhand. Stopped by Pringle. The game remains 1-0 in favor of the Boissevain Border Kings with 9:07 remaining here in the first period. Has it back as a point. It moves around. Sends it, takes a shot. Stopped by Pringle. Pringle has been on his game in the early going. Banked off the boards. Foot out. Didn't know where it is. Down the ice. Holder leaves it. Sherling, Dakota Sherling sends it over. David Robertson. It's no surprise that these two teams are evenly matched. They are tied up in the standings with 8 points apiece. A pivotal game in the early part of the season. Workman. Banked off the boards. Dittmer. Dittmer sends it over. David Robertson sends it ahead, and that goes flying down the ice. Cowan. Del Cowan comes to the neutral zone. Sherling's hot on his heels. But Cowan was able to get it over, trying to get it back to Cowan. And he holds on for a whistle with 7:25 to go here in the first period.
Good On Industries presents Game Time on TL Media.
Dittmer sends it ahead. Robertson back to Dittmer. Dittmer holds it. Passes to Adams. Adams sends it down the ice. Holder holds it. It's banked off the boards. Passes over and back the other way, going hard after it. There's a 3-team collision there. You got to make sure the zebras are okay. Otherwise, Peter will be hot on your tail. Dittmer spins around. Robertson with them. That was Canada, actually. He shot it like Robertson. Good speed there by Patterson. Tremendous forecheck for the Border Kings, but Klein had a puck hop right over his stick. Robertson. Here's Robertson. Banked off the boards. It's Klein. Klein sends it across. A good defensive play there by the Blues. And the road blue and yellow trim. Pringle makes the stop. He kicks to the side. Sends in front. Good stick work there by Pringle, and Pringle holds on for a whistle. That's brotherly. That's a good brotherly tandem right there. 6:06 to go here in the first period. You're watching Good On Industries Game Time on TL Media. Captain takes a shot, stopped by Pringle, and he holds on for a whistle, and we'll take a break.
Good On Industries. Sunrise Credit Union. Zaley Furniture. Springer Construction. Boissevain Plumbing and Heating.
Pringle has it behind the net. Looking to get something set up here, but good forecheck by the Blues. Patterson battling, trying, sends it across, puts it on net, takes a shot. Great save, Holder. Back to the point, Mullen puts it on net. Patterson sends it down low, wide open. Big save by Holder. 5:09 to go here in the first period, and Jesse Leonard just delivered a vicious hit. And someone must have said something about his mom or something like that. You don't see him get agitated too much like that. Heading to the sin bin is Izzard. He definitely had a bee in his bonnet on that play. That's the first penalty, I believe, this entire game. Kudos to the officiating of the Tiger Hills Hockey League. They get chirped a lot, but it's been a well officiated game thus far. We still have. Roughing or losing your mind. That's another way to put it. Sends it across. Back to the point. Robertson takes a shot. Big save. And an enormous save by Holder. Fantastic. Could easily be 2-3-0. But the play of Holder has been amazing, incredible. What else can you say? If it wasn't for that inopportune bounce. It takes a shot. Gloved by Pringle, and he holds on for a whistle. And we'll be back after a word from our sponsor. Holder's making an early case for Trav's Titan, which comes along with a Subway gift certificate. You get at the end of the game, the early Hartney nominee is, in my opinion, Holder. Robertson sends it. Turned over, Patterson takes a shot. Ting off the crossbar. You got to be good to be lucky and lucky to be good. And Holder's been both tonight, as we just saw on that last shot. Sends it across. Dittmer sends it over. Robertson puts it on net, and that goes just a little bit wide. 3 minutes, 14 seconds to go here in the first period. Pringle trips over his own 2 feet. I do that sometimes too, but I don't do it on ice where everybody's watching. But I would though. 3:02 to go here in the first period. You're watching Good On Industries Game Time on TL Media. Stay tuned to our social media pages for our next broadcast information. We do have a big broadcast coming up in February. As Mr. Alan Hicks pointed out, TL Media is the official broadcaster of the Manitoba AAA High School Hockey Provincial Championships. They run the 22nd to 24th of February, and we could not be more excited. The best teams from all over Manitoba will be right here at the Boissevain Agricultural Arena. Takes a shot, stopped by Holder, and we're back at even strength. Coming up at the end of the first period, unless things change, I don't see my guest. We will hear from Mr. Rod Peterson. Sorry, I'm getting a correction that we will do a league recap if our intermission guest is not present. We'll talk about all the senior hockey across Manitoba and Saskatchewan. Albright takes a shot. First time I've said his name tonight. Nice to see him. Minute 50 to go here. Bank pass. Here's Jesse Leonard. Takes a shot. Off the blast. Kept in. Cowan thought about shooting, but he elected to. Well, a good defensive play there by Boissevain, actually. Minute 20 to go here in the first period. Izzard. The Hartney fans always travel in full force. You'll love to see it. Jagger Thomas sends it down low. 58 seconds to go here in the first period. Back the other way. Here come the Blues. Spinning around like a record. Lyman moves it ahead. Fladdell takes a shot. Stopped by Holder, and he holds on for a whistle. And we'll take the final break of the period. You're watching Good On Industries Game Time on TL Media.
Good On Industries. Sunrise Credit Union. Zaley Furniture. Springer Construction. Dobby's Contracting. Davidson Truck and Tractor. Longman Aviaries. Boissevain Plumbing and Heating. Do Right Motors.
Detler sending it across. Oh, unable to get it. Cowan is in the penalty box for Hartney for interference. Pringle out to play it. Pringle said, here's to you, Mr. Robertson. And Klein comes the other way. 7 seconds to go. Takes a shot. Another home team bounce potentially. What a wise play. And that's the end of that chapter. The end of the first period. And Boissevain leads 1-0. You're watching Good On Industries Game Time on TL Media.
Good On Industries. Sunrise Credit Union. Zaley Furniture. Springer Construction. Dobby's Contracting.
I'm Jerry Berthelay. We farm Maple Lake Stock Farms with my wife Linda and our son Tanner. Maple Lake Stock Farms was started by my grandfather in the early 1900s, and I took over in 1981. When I first started, the interest rates were 18 to 21%. Sunrise Credit Union has been with us from the start. All the employees are from the area. They appreciate.
Joining us to talk NHL is our guy, Scott Laughlin. He doesn't know it, but I feel like I talk to him every day because I hear him every day on Sirius XM NHL Radio. Scotty, welcome to the program. Please finish this sentence for me. The best NHL team in Canada is blank, and why?
Well, the best NHL team in Canada right now, if we're going off recency bias, Rod, I think has to be the Edmonton Oilers. It's not going to be reflected in the standings as of yet, but they are the hottest team in Canada right now. As we speak, 8 straight victories. After tonight, they could be back into a playoff spot. It's somewhat remarkable to think that, but with Arizona coming back and Edmonton surging, it might just be a matter of time. So, look, I think Chris Knobloch took over the Edmonton Oilers at exactly the right time. I think we knew that they've got way too much talent to be floundering like they were. Stuart Skinner looks like the all-star he once was, and I think you add it all up. And right now, the team that's playing the best team right now in Canada, I think the Edmonton Oilers.
How about that? Because I said the Jets, Darren said Vancouver, and he's in Toronto. You'd get an argument from Leafs fans who just spanked the Rangers. How nice is it to actually be able to have a debate around this? That's pretty nice.
Yeah, it really is. And look, I think Winnipeg has come out and they've proven, to your point too, Rod, that they're going to be a contender in the Central Division. I'm not sure that we thought that coming into the campaign. I thought it was going to be Colorado and Dallas, or Dallas and Colorado, and then the race would be on for third. I think many people, including yours truly, had Minnesota finishing third because that's what they do. Minnesota gets 100 points. They get to the first round of the Stanley Cup playoffs. Their bugaboo, like the Toronto Maple Leafs so often, of course, has been getting out of the first round. But Minnesota's that type of team as well. They're going to be heard from. But right now, to your point, Winnipeg's been very, very good. I think just based upon who's playing the best right now, though, over the last couple of weeks in particular, it's that team up there from Northern Alberta.
Just to go off the board for a moment, you spend so much time on the air with Mike Johnson. I actually tweeted at you, and we found out that his dad's from Moose Jaw, Saskatchewan. How does this guy... Listen, you and I flip the mic. We do our thing every day, and we go to bed in our own bed every night. This guy's everywhere. How does he do it? How does he... Is there three of them?
Well, I tell you what, yeah, he's getting ready to go over to Gothenburg, Sweden to cover the World Junior Hockey Championship once again so well for TSN. You're right. I've said this to Mike before. I said, you must be traveling as much now as you did when you were playing in the National Hockey League, right? We know how it is. You're on the road for half the season. You get home, and I don't want to speak for Mike, but I know from my personal standpoint, if you're on the road for so long, you come back, it's an adjustment. There's no doubt adjustment from many different standpoints. So, look, I'm proud of him. He's great to listen to. He knows his hockey. Very, very smart guy from Bowling Green, as he often reminds us. And you're right, he's been an Ironman. There's no question about it. Look forward to hearing his World Junior coverage once again.
Well, one thing I appreciate is a work ethic. He's got it, you have it, but I just can't believe how much this guy works. By the way, the World Juniors does not have a Connor Bedard this year. What's your excitement level, 1 to 10, going into the tournament, as opposed to, say, the last few years?
Well, it's always a 10 for me. I know there's no Connor Bedard. I heard you talking about it a little bit earlier, and you're right. He's been there and done that, 23 points in 7 games, and doing what he did with that highlight reel goal when Canada needed most going back to last year's tournament. So you don't have that guy, but you do have Macklin Celebrini. And Max Celebrini, yesterday in that pre-tournament game against the U Sports All-Stars, he was the best player on the ice for Team Canada. So you've got him, the prospective top overall pick, of course, at the draft in Vegas coming up in June of 24. You've got him to look forward to. I was a little concerned, Rod. I'm not sure what your level of concern is, but they lost to the U Sports All-Stars yesterday, 6-1. This game was in doubt up until the third period. They gave up 4 unanswered goals in the third period. Now, granted, there were a handful of guys that didn't play for Canada in that game that eventually will be playing for Canada when push comes to shove over in Sweden. But usually, those games are competitive at the very least. I would say the fact that they were beaten soundly, Celebrini getting the lone goal for Canada, a little bit concerning. So let's hope that once they get back to playing against players their own age, that Canada is going to be much better off.
But I didn't have $500, so I've spent thousands subscribing since. Anyways, I want your take on this as a guy that's been on that channel for so long. Ovi, you saw his quote that him and Sid saved the NHL. And I saw him get soundly dumped on for that. And I'm like, I don't think he's wrong. Let's think about where the NHL was at that time. I'm sure you guys debated it on the air, but your thoughts on Alex Ovechkin saying him and Sid saved the NHL when they came in?
Yeah, look, I understand what he's trying to say. Just like, Larry Bird and Magic Johnson coming out when they did save the NBA, so to speak. I think when it comes to the National Hockey League, Rod, my take has always been the brand has always been strong. The league has always been strong. The shield's always been strong. I think that they gave it a much-needed boost at that time. I think that they enhanced the NHL. I don't necessarily think that they saved it. I think that, with all due respect, you've got Sid and you've got Ovi, but there are always going to be these generational-type talents, thankfully, that our sport produces, and whether that's, Connor McDavid or Austin Matthews or whomever, I think that they came around at the right time. I also think that they entered the NHL, Rod, at a time where the league looked at the product on the ice and said, look, we've got to change some things here. There's too much hooking, holding, and obstruction going on a nightly basis. We want to open this thing up. We want to see players' skills come to the fore. And I think with that clampdown on obstruction and hooking and holding and all the power plays initially that were given out in 05, 06, and 07 before the players came around and adjusted, I think that really enhance the NHL as well. So I don't think the two players save the NHL. I think the brand is too strong and it's been too big for too long. But I think they really did give it the boost that it needed back then. And if nothing else, when you talk about Crosby and Ovechkin, they enhanced the NHL. Let's just put it that way.
Of course. Well, and as this is the one thing I've never figured out. You're not supposed to say these things. And as you know, in hockey, we're supposed to be modest and humble and demure. And most guys are. But you got Ovi say that. And it's got a great talking point. And I don't necessarily think he's wrong. But on the point of Sid, I saw Pittsburgh come through here last week. And although they didn't win, Panthers did. Sid still got it, man. He's still got it. How long do you think he's going to play?
Well, we were just talking about that this morning on our program, Rod. I mean, they're eligible to give him a contract extension, to talk extension with him coming up next summer. And again, I've always said about Crosby, the worst thing that happened to Crosby was the fact he was born on August the 7th, right? So he's got to wear 87 on the back of his sweater. He's got to make 8.7 on the AAV. I said the only thing that went wrong for Crosby was the fact that he wasn't born in September or October. Because theoretically speaking, maybe he'd earn a little bit more money along the way. But in all seriousness, I mean, the guy's, 36 now, 3 points in Montreal at the Bell Center last night. He's on pace to score 50 goals this season, Rod. 50 goals, 94 points for a 36-year-old Crosby, Sid the Kid. I tell you what, this guy's still got a lot more left to give. The fact that Ovi's stuck on 5 goals this season to me is shocking, even at his age. But Crosby shows no signs of slowing down. He's been the one constant in an inconsistent season so far for the Pittsburgh Penguins, who are starting to come around, perhaps after a middling start, to say the least. They're trying to find some consistency. Maybe back-to-back wins gets it done. I'll be interested to see what his extension looks like coming up as early as next summer.
Well, this is what I say, and you and I look at things, I think, fairly the same, at least from what I hear of you. I think you do. You hear all this buzz and junk and crap on social media and even the analysts on TV. It's just talk. Watch the games. That's all you got to do is watch the games and make your own opinion. And Sid is still all that. That's all I'm saying.
No, I don't disagree. I think he's had a fabulous season. If he keeps it up at this point, maybe he's a dark horse Hart Trophy candidate. Wouldn't that be something at the advanced age he's at right now? Again, it would seem to be unthinkable, but what we've seen in professional sports the last number of years, and obviously when you talk about guys who had longevity and were still great towards the end, you're probably talking about TB12 Tom Brady above everybody else. But the fact that he could still be a star at this age, 36 or so, is really a credit to him. Not only to his talent, his God-given ability, but the fact that he's in tremendous shape and that work ethic, as we say, that fourth-line work ethic for a guy who's going to be a first-ballot Hockey Hall of Famer. It's almost an unbeatable combination, I think.
Fun to watch. Scott, I always treasure our chats with you. Keep it up, my man. Merry Christmas and enjoy the hockey. Thanks for the time.
Same to you, Rod. Thank you very much.
Good on Industries. Sunrise Credit Union. Zaley Furniture. Springer Construction. Dobby's Contracting.
We're just about set for second period action of Good On Industries Game Time on TL Media. After this break, we'll be right back with second period action.
I'm Jerry Berthelay. We farm Maple Lake Stock Farms with my wife Linda and our son Tanner. Maple Lake Stock Farms was started by my grandfather in the early 1900s, and I took over in 1981. When I first started, the interest rates were 18 to 21%. Sunrise Credit Union has been with us from the start. All the employees are from the area. They appreciate your success and they know the hardships. To have a supportive lender is huge. They can advise you and guide you in the right direction. I would recommend Sunrise Credit Union. They have made a huge impact in our operation.
Fantastic producing as always, Mitch. Excellent. Excellent. Hartney gets the puck off the draw, but quickly sent down. Pringle comes out to play it. Leaves it for David Robertson. Robertson sends it over to Detmer. Detmer comes through the neutral zone with speed. Detmer has the puck go out of the zone, and he wisely tags up. A newcomer to the Border Kings this game. It's his first game on TL Media, I believe. Number 17, Mayor Nell. A huge acquisition. Takes a shot at us. Huge goal. Jagger Thomas makes it a 2-0 game. Mayor Nell used to played in the WHL, I believe, and for the Brandon Wheat Kings. That was his last stop. And his dad is the doctor here in Boissevain. Well, if you're watching Ross Atkins, maybe you can use that bat in your lineup. Now, Betty says now. I'm going to disagree with Betty. Betty got some misinformation. Unless it hit Nell's stick, which is entirely possible. With Nell in the lineup, they're a Nell of a lot better. Here's Leonard. And Robertson back the other way through the neutral zone. Using the stick work. Bunch of lumberjacks out there this period. Patterson. Patterson spins around. Patterson holds it, sends it across. Too much mustard on that hot dog. Mullen sends it on net and kicked aside there. Pringle chips it in. Sends it over. Patterson in front. Oh, just out of the way. 2-0 is the score for the Border Kings. Klein splits the D and just out of reach. Patterson has it knocked off his stick. Down the ice it goes. Austin down the ice. Holders out to play it. Sends it ahead. Mullen. Dump and chase and dump and chase. Early stages, it's just been a bunch of dump and chase. And they dumped it down, chased after it. Sherlink fumbles it around like the Rough Rider running back. Actually, the running back on the Rough Riders is one of the few good positions they had. Sherlink. Good hustle back. It's loose. Robertson sends it ahead off the boards. So far this period, both teams are staying away from the net like the co-worker that brings fish for lunch. Banked off the board, Sherling. Turns over, Dittmer. Down the ice it goes, 15:50 to go. Second period goes around. What goes around, goes around, goes around. Fliddell, the first Fliddell. He chipped it that way. Kept in. Dittmer Puts it on net. Kicked aside by Holder. Vicious cycle there. Lots of elbows flying around and it is the season of fiddle music, but I don't think they need to have Fiddler's Elbow on the hockey ice. Confused as to which way to go, Stevens finally decides to go the right way. The blast, the stop. Pringle didn't know where it was, and he held on for a whistle. You're watching Good On Industries Game Time on TL Media. Albright watches Canada take it. Behind the net, Holder comes out to play it, moves it ahead. Albright knocked off his stick and back the other way. A wise play by Mullen. Takes a shot. That goes wide. 14-10 to go here in the second period. Down the ice it goes. Patterson takes a shot. Oh, off the mask. Good thing you wear those, otherwise you would have looked like Jacques Blunt. Hockey pucks hurt. They're not. He's got a cannon and they're designed to hurt. Designed to hurt. Robertson behind the net. 13:25 to go here in the second period. The Hail Mary. Going behind the net, Pringle. And we'll take a break. You're watching Good On Industries Game Time on TL Media.
Streaming services for TL Media are provided by Boissevain Plumbing and Heating.
Robertson puts it down now. Albright. Albright sends it down low. Good defensive play there by the Blues. Sends it ahead, turns over. Moves it ahead. Albright. Feels like I'm watching Jacques Lemaire coach the 94 New Jersey Devils. Takes a shot, that goes wide. The Detroit Pistons have now lost 22 in a row. How's that for terribleness? We would like to. It's TL Media. Hug a Piston fan today. Strain. We would like to send a special shout out to Jesse Leonard. Leonard has it, takes a shot, stopped by Pringle and taking him out of position. Where's everybody watching from this evening? Let me know in the comments. Even if you're right here in Boissevain, Manitoba. Takes a shot, stopped by Austin. Down the ice it goes, going hard after it is number 25 for the Blues. Michael Butler moves it ahead to number 23, Nick Cowan. Cowan brings it through the neutral zone. puts it on that one, and Pringle leaves it for Austin. Austin spins it around, sends it ahead, and going back hard after it the other way is Aiden Jasper. And that one goes out of play at 11:17. You're watching Good On Industries Game Time on TL Media. Dittmer takes a shot. That goes wide. Takes a shot, stopped by Holder. $7 for 11 and under to go get some pancakes and support a great cause. I missed what the cause was, but it's for the local community. I'm sure it's a great cause. Go out and support all your local businesses. TL Media could not function without our wonderful support. Cowan takes a shot. Pringle with the big rebound. His mask comes off. And is he shaking up, or is he just trying to cover his face to reveal it? And he would have gotten away with it too if it wasn't for you meddling teenagers. All right, we'll take a break. You're watching Good On Industries Game Time on TL Media.
Good On Industries. Sunrise Credit Union. Zaley Furniture. Springer Construction. Dobby's Contracting.
Marinell, he played 3 seasons in the WHL. He played with Red Deer 2013, 2014, 2014, 2015, and then he finished it off with the Brandon Wheat Kings in 2016, 2017. In his final year, he had 2 goals and 2 assists for 4 points. And here come the Border Kings. Takes a shot. Nell is out there again. Back down the ice. It's nice to see all the local talent coming back home. Coming back home to play for the Border Kings. And now he's one of the players that fans can really be excited about. There's a bunch of good young local talent for the Border Kings. Jagger Thomas. He's one of them. Fladell. Down. Dittmer. He's an import, but he's also not. He's an export. He's an importer-exporter. No, I don't think he works for Vanderlei Industries, though. Festivus is coming up, and we're going to have a Festivus celebration. It's a happy holiday celebration here this evening on TL Media. But neither team is giving the puck away. Leonard's giving it all. But Pringle receives the pass. Here he comes in. A good defensive play there by Michael Butler. Back. Patterson stopped by Holder. Izzard. Bank kept in. And they rule it was played with a hand pass. You're watching Good On Industries Game Time on TL Media.
Good On Industries. Sunrise Credit Union. Zaley Furniture. Springer Construction.
Exciting things are ahead in the year 2024. Plan on doing several provincial games and playoff games out in Saskatchewan. To new arenas that I've never been before. I'm excited about the potential trip. I'm not going to say any places, but if you want TL Media in your arena, let's fill it. let's get everyone and their dog out. But if you took your dog out, what would you walk during the intermission? Gets it back to the point. Mullen takes a shot. No idea where it is, but it didn't go anywhere near it. Pringle down the ice. Over to Patterson. Patterson holds it. Holds it. Patterson back to the point. Mullen moves it over. Stevens takes a shot, and that goes wide. Battle behind the net. A good aggressive bunch by Hartney. They give it their all, and we have a delayed penalty call on the play. Jagger Thomas. Dittmer. Berthoy is in the penalty box. $7:50 to go here in the second period. We are waiting on to hear if our second period guest is in attendance. If not, we'll have to improvise. Robertson takes a shot. Stop by Holder. Oh, a good break there from the Hartney Blues. A good defensive play there. Penalty kill. Through the neutral zone, Dittmer. Dittmer moves it ahead. Thomas back to Dittmer. Dittmer holds it. Passes it back. Robertson balances out. Pringle has to be careful of it and wisely makes the choice not to. Dittmer moves it ahead. Klein sends it up. Banked off the boards. It's Pringle. Pringle over. Pringle has it knocked off his stick. Robertson. David Robertson. Robertson puts it on net. And if the net was a soccer net, that might have gone in. Maybe even a basketball net. But it's not. It's hockey. Just in case you were confused. Klein wins the draw. Patterson circles. Patterson sends it. Oh, good defensive there by Izzard. Austin sends it over. Takes a shot. A big rebound. Back. Austin sends it down low. The penalty's almost over. And we're back to full strength. Back to even strength. Takes a shot. It goes behind the net. Oh, Patterson circles around, driving hard and just missed. Klein. Over to Austin. Austin puts it on net and he holds on. You're watching Good on Industries Game Time on TL Media, and we'll be back after this.
Good on Industries. Sunrise Credit Union. Zaley Furniture. Springer Construction.
Austin sends it over. Mullen down low. Fighting along center ice. Through the neutral zone. Wisely tagged up, or that would have been offside. Out in hard for it. Sherling takes his man into his bench. That's not the way you try to acquire players in this league. We all know how you acquire players in this league. We will not discuss that. Robertson Strain. Spud Strain. Takes a shot. Down the ice it goes. Sends it in front. Skylar Canada off a stick. Batting it around. Taking a shot. Out to play it Holder. Robertson with a blast. Just a bit offside. All right. Time now for the TL Media Dance Cam. Everybody chose to do the frozen robot. Moves it over. Dittmer down the ice. Out to play it is Albright. Albright. Canada. Moves it ahead. Leonard pokes it up to himself. And he's in all alone. Oh, he gets out of the way and he scores! Jesse Leonard! That turnover costly. A smart play. The creative vision of Jesse Leonard. Not the person you want to give that to. He'll make you pay 9 times out of 10. And a rare chirp from the typical classy Hartney fans. Life will go on, but the score is now 2-1 Hartney, trailing Boissevain. Oh, another possible out of position. We've seen Pringle get into trouble in that like that in the past. Or not to name a game. Footel. But he is one of the top goalies in the league, as we've seen this game. Robertson, banked off the boards, down the ice it goes, Izzard. Jagger Thomas. Thomas sends it down. Getting his stick on it. 3:13 to go here in the second period. You're watching Good On Industries Game Time on TL Media. The score remains 2-1 in favor of the Boissevain Border Kings. Patterson has it, battling along the boards. 2:58 to go here. Second period. Mullen. Patterson. Takes a shot. It goes wide. 2:38 to go. And we'll be back with more Good On Industries Game Time on TL Media after this.
Good On Industries. Sunrise Credit Union. Zaley Furniture. Springer Construction. Dobby's Contracting.
We will have a representative from Good On Industries come and talk about Egg Days during the second intermission. You're not going to want to miss what he has to say. .217 to go here. Second period. Both of these teams had 8 points heading into tonight's game, and neither one is giving an inch. A few lucky bounces that have resulted in Border King goals. And Hartney is on the power play. through the neutral zone, cycling it around. Good penalty kill so far for the Border Kings. Robertson, high fly puck unhandled. We will have a representative from Good On Industries come and talk about egg days during the second intermission. You're not going to want to miss what he has to say. After a lengthy commercial block, of course. We got to keep the sponsors happy, because if the sponsors aren't happy, there's no TL Media. Minute 12 seconds to go here in the second period. One of these times he's going to miss it. Leonard, Jesse Leonard, the goal scorer. Leonard, holds it, takes a shot. That one whistles wide. Narrowly missing tying the game by that much. Sends it across. The backhand. Oh, that did not miss by very much at all. Oh. Look at this. Look at that. Look at this. Oh, big save there. A reminder, at the end of the game, we will have, on the Longman Apiaries postgame show, Doug Roach, the play-by-play announcer for the Vernon Oil Kings. Oil Capitals, rather.
Look at this, look at that.
Roof Daddy, oh. Perhaps you've seen his call. And if you haven't, go check it out. Boissevain turned over. Oh, look at this. It's now in. Oh, no. Big save holder. 10 seconds to go here. And he holds on for a whistle with 10 seconds to go. None of the crowd is listening to this song. Their hands are frozen to themselves. Takes down the ice it goes. Oh, Robertson. And that's the end of that chapter. That goal will not count. The score after 40 minutes. Boissevain 2, Hartney 1. Go take your dog for a walk. Put your kids to bed. Go refill your beverage, or maybe you want to go work out and get in shape. Anyway, come back for the third period. Don't you dare miss it. You're watching Good On Industries Game Time on TL Media.
Good On Industries, Sunrise Credit Union, Zaley Furniture, Springer Construction.
My name is Candace Tolton. I farm here south of Kenton with my husband and our 4 children. We run a mixed farm, which is grain, cattle operation, and our boys have organic chickens. The farm we run here is a 5th generation farm. It was established in 1892. It's a great honor to be the 5th generation, and our goal is to keep building this farm to carry on to the next generation. From a financial perspective, being a farmer can be stressful. Land purchasing is very hard to do. Price per acre is extremely high. So it's very important to have a lender like Sunrise Credit Union to guide you through these big steps. I would definitely recommend being a member at Sunrise. They're vital in our farming operation, and they have helped us build where we are today.
Good On Industries, Sunrise Credit Union, Zaley Furniture, Springer Construction.
We're back live with the representative from Good On Industries, public enemy number one in Killarney, but all around nice guy, Mr. Ed Dick. Ed, what's going on with Good Ons this week?
Oh, we're busy. It's year end for a lot of things going on. The Americans have it good. We sell a lot down in North Dakota. The Americans have it really good because they got a 80% tax credit towards any buildings they purchase or build this year. So, and that's being declined rapidly by next year. But that's good. But we're looking forward to next year. When we're going next year, which is a month from now, when we got Ag Days. I believe it's on the 15th, 16th, 17th in Brandon, and then the following week we're in the States. Same thing, Ag Show, and that's where we've already got an immense start going on this year for coming up in that, but we're excited about what's going on. Pricing's all done, everything's ready to go. Yeah.
It's typical when they run Ag Days. I thought it was earlier in the year.
Oh yeah, it's always done January. Ag Days is always January.
Okay.
Yep, every year. Yep, all the farmers get together and price out everything and get ready for the spring, hopefully.
What can people expect from Ag Days?
All they can expect is this: if you're ready to, even if you're shopping a little bit, have your width, length, and height ready to go. What size you're after, doors, placements, and all that. We can pretty much price it right on the spot. I'll have somebody helping me there to do the prelim, and I'll price it out there. And as usual, all quotes hold for 30 days on bookings, and we schedule out from there. Yeah, I was really busy watching a lot of hockey. Apparently not. Oh, we've been busy with hockey as far as I've been watching a lot and been talking a lot with Terrence Lequette, getting ready for a month from now when we go to Brandon for our big tournament there and rostering the team up, and that's fun. It's coming together. I think we almost got the team together that we're after. Eric Roy just jumped in on with us. We got Shaq Chul, we got Leisker back. We got, it looks like Patin's coming back, Hardy Garrick's coming back, and a lot of good guys, a couple good goalies, and Conrad and his brother Cajun are coming. So we got some good guys, but boy, all the teams are good. Right from Alberta, BC, Saskatchewan, Ontario, they're all good. What's your next question? Do we have a broadcaster? I think we should bring one for the day, especially if we get lucky and play Saturday night or Sunday. If we get lucky, because anybody can win that tournament, and kudos already to whoever does it, because it's good. I will talk to Terrence on that. We should have you for a couple games anyways, especially when Terrence Lequette, because he's got 5 teams in there with from juniors up to seniors, so that's really good, yeah. But I got to say something. I tried to convince Tim Craker to come and do this interview with you a bit, because he's supposed to be here, but he said no. He said, I'm not feeling good and I don't want to do it. And because he's the one that should be here tonight, because I'm going to tell you what, you can have all the hockey you want, but when you don't have a little bit of comedian, a little bit of help, and a little bit of, you can call him a stick boy, you can call him a water boy, whatever you want, but I'll tell you what, he was the glue that kept that room down there going. If it wasn't for Timmy, boy, he knows how to keep the unit together because he's got a few kids back home, and he knows how to keep the unit together. And he was supposed to be here. He just took off on me. So bad on you, Timmy. And Timmy's one of the best guys you can ever have, the most loyal guy you can have. And the Border Kings all know that you can't have a better guy than him in the dressing room. And I wish he was still there because he's legit, man. Yeah. Okay, what was that again? Sorry. No. We've got all pricing pre-done. We're pretty much, how do you say, are there show specials? No. The only thing that's special is that you're going to get priced out right away. You're going to have the same, some of the service is good and some of the service can be improved on. They were never perfect. And apologies to those that never got it good as they wanted it, but at the same time, give us a call if there's any situations, and please, let's go from there. Now, let's talk about this game. It's exciting to see Mayor Nell Jr. back in town. Oh, man, he hasn't missed a beat hardly at all. He's got the slapper, he's got the wheels, but that boy's in shape. Come on, guys, keep up to that. Him and Jags and Ditz, and they're all going now, boy. And he's a huge asset to this team. Not only as a player, but he's just a very, very, very positive. He worked for me, or he worked for himself in the gym, and he did an amazing, amazing thing. And that, I don't know if you follow it, Danica, what she just all accomplished there. And that is one amazing, amazing family to be around. We're blessed to have that in our community. And boy, Mayor, number 17, that is just legit to see on here. And welcome to town there, Mayor, because it's good to have you. Yeah. Yeah.
What's your expectations for the Morganese the rest of the year?
Well, I can't say anything because I'm my worst critic, and I see what's going on today. I knew that's what should happen a little bit. You have the quarterback back there like it should be, and a few offensive, but coming together in that. But I was teaching this last night in karate, that kids weren't committing to finishing. Anybody in this league that commits to finishing, and Clarny's doing one heck of a job right now, I hate to say it, but they're committing to finishing, and they see some light at the tunnel that they hadn't seen for a few years. And I guess if I was here, you'd never see any light, but I got to say that it'd be dark for the rest of your life. But at the same, I'm not tooting my own horn. I'm tooting all the guys we had's horns. And it's nice to see the pennants back up. I just ordered some more for myself and that, and for my gym and that, so we could have that. But at the same time, I thought they would, based on the team I saw, I thought they'd be 3/4 of the way up the ladder. They're about halfway there. They're at 50% right now, but tonight's a big night for them to step forward and go. But we'll see next time what happens.
So a big thing to take from this is good on industry will be live at the days.
Yep.
What are the dates for that again?
I believe it's second week of 15, 16, 17, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. I need you guys to all come there, and not just to see us, but to see the show, because Brandon Ag Days is by far one of the best shows in all of Canada. And then 2 weeks later, I'm going to promote you come and go see that tournament at the Dakota Days there in Brandon. That's going to be some good hockey, and I'm going to have you come there do a couple games for us.
Awesome.
Okay? You bet.
And even if you want to come to Ag Days and do a little term, there's something recorded in this one.
Go ahead. Just tell me that you're sorry to see my ugly face there and you miss me in all the arenas.
We'll be back with more live Good on Industry Game Time
On TL Media after these
and one
messages.
more thing. I just got to let you know. If you don't like my buildings, there's a guy down the end, number 43, Nate Pugh. He will do your cupboards for you.
Thanks for your time, Ed. Always good chatting with
Take
you.
care.
You too. Well, you either love them or you hate them. Sometimes both at the same time. Good On Industries is an integral sponsor of TL Media. And we'll be back after a word from our sponsors.
Good On Industries, Sunrise Credit Union, Zaley Furniture, Springer Construction.
My name is Kristen Timmerman, and I'm an agronomist at Circle T Agra, and I am the CEO of my own company, Inputs Pro. Circle T Agra is our family-owned independent retail located in Treeherne, Manitoba. We supply seed, fertilizer, chemical, and custom application to growers in our area. Inputs Pro is a mobile app or web platform that allows growers, agronomists, and retails to access all of the information from the crop protection guides for Western Canada. I hope that the legacy of Inputs Pro is to be that resource that is not company specific and is there for the grower when they need it. Running a tech company in a rural community is just such an awesome experience for me and the community itself. Seeing small businesses like myself grow into what they are, especially in these small communities, is just a whole nother level of excitement. Sunrise Credit Union is a local cooperative financial institution. They have helped our family for the last 25 years to grow our business into what it is today. Having a supportive lender is important for the growth and scale of our business. In such a volatile industry like agriculture, we need somebody that can accommodate our needs specific to our company. Sunrise Credit Union is such an important part of our community. They're always helping sponsor hockey teams and local events. I would recommend being a member of Sunrise Credit Union because they're there for you as a customer. They're really striving to make your goals become a reality.
Take that ticket to the front and get $216. 8654.
Welcome back to third period action on Good On Industries Game Time on TL Media. Michael Butler loses the puck. Quickly recovered though. Two to one after the second period. And Butler goes offside. I believe you just did. All right, back to Robertson. We would like to thank everyone for tuning in. Takes a shot and a goal! Just like the children's book, making something out of nothing. It's a tie game. Del Cowan. Cowan from Leonard. Ties the game. And the few fans that were here tonight, it's now quiet. Well, it's always been quiet this evening, unlike the first few games. There's a lot going on, though. It is the Christmas season, Christmas parties, and Captain takes a shot. It's a 2-2 hockey game. Robertson. No, Thomas. Jagger Thomas moves it ahead. Nell takes a shot. It goes wide. Jagger Thomas. Sends it across. Takes a shot. Big save there. Mullen. Over to Thomas. Jagger Thomas up ahead. Down the ice it goes. Bouncing puck on Holder, and he holds on for a whistle. Through the neutral zone. Oh, it's a 3-on-2. Moves it ahead. Sends it down the ice. And back the other way. Icing. A little bit overreacting from the Hartney bench. But the old phrase, just put it on net. 2-2. 17:30 to go here in the third period. It's all knotted up at 2. Izzard stopped by Pringle. Dittmer. Moves it ahead. All right, back. Sherling stopped by Holder. Stay tuned after the game for the Longman Apiaries post-game show. I had the privilege of talking with Doug Roach, play-by-play guy for the Verdun Oil Capitals. And for those of you that don't know Doug, he's the announcer that went viral with his call, his overtime winning call last weekend. Takes a shot off the end boards. Up ahead, Workman sends it straight. Leonard puts it on net, stopped by Pringle. 16:25 to go here in the third period. We would like to say a special hello to everyone watching. Mark, Don, Devin, Cole, Dale, even you, Brent. How are we all doing tonight? It's great to have you aboard. And especially the wonderful folks at the Tiger Hills Hockey. Slash sent ahead, going into the boards. And a penalty coming up to the Border Kings. Hartney will have the man advantage. Wins it back. Passes over, takes a shot. Oh, just banned on the shot. Pringle makes the save on that one. Using his body was Cowan, but it still gets out of his own. Moves it ahead. It's Cowan. Dittmer up ahead. Klein. Roberts, Patterson takes a shot, stop by Holder, and he holds on for a whistle. $15-17 to go here in the third period. It's anyone's game. Leonard ties the game up. Tough call for who should be the Travs Titan and be the recipient of a free 6-inch sub from Subway. Klein back the other way. Henry Klein. Patterson. Passes. Loses the puck and gets it over. Through the neutral zone. Bumped off the puck. Dittmer. A good defensive play. Dittmer has to be careful with it. Turnover. Boissevain recovers, however. Patterson. On a delayed penalty, Thomas. And we'll take a break. You're watching Good On Industries Game Time on TL Media.
Good On Industries, Sunrise Credit Union, Zaley Furniture, Springer Construction, Dobby's Contracting.
Well, either there's a Nell has it. Takes a shot. Oh, that did not miss by much. The former Red Deer Rebel and Brandon Winker Robertson scores! He's pumped! And they celebrate right at center ice. Robertson with the blast. Finds the back of the net. And that is a shot for the new TL Media intro, which producer Mitch will work hard on during the holiday season. He's not even going to go to his families for Christmas. He's that devoted to helping TL Media. Producer Mitch, you can at least stop and have some turkey with your family. Or maybe it's buffalo that you could deep fry in 40 seconds. And pass, they rule, and 13:45 to go here in the third period. Boissevain leads 3-2 on that blast from Robertson. (3-2) for the Border Kings. 13:44 to go. Boissevain is short-handed here. Boissevain's on the power play, actually. Leonard turns it over. Off the boards. Down the ice it goes. Mullins back to play it. Has to be careful with it. Banks it off the boards. 12:58 to go here in the third period. Now it's your chance to decide who is Crabs Titan for both teams. Leave a message in the comments as to who you think should be Hartney's player of the game and Boissevain. It will be taken into consideration. Back to Pringle, back to Mullen. Mullen sends it down low. Mullen puts it on net, hits the body and goes wide behind the net. Patterson has it. Patterson gets it up. Passes over. Mullen puts it on, sends it down low, feeds. Oh, a little face wash there. A good call there by the officials. Delayed penalty. A little undisciplined for the Hartney Blues. Fine back, Mullen. And that goes. And we'll take a break. You're watching Good On Industries Game Time on TL Media.
Blues able to maintain 21 on 2 minutes for roughing the 41.
Bertholet's in the penalty box for 2 minutes or less. Boissevain's looked pretty dangerous on the last couple man advantages as he's taken hard into the boards. Gets it back to the point. Robertson over Dittmer. Dittmer just slides it over. Elbow! Nifty passing, and it's 4-2. The Sedines couldn't do it better. In their primes, that is. 4-2. Much to the chagrin of the Hartney faithful. Fladell from Dittmer makes it a 4-2 game. And the Hartney fans are starting to get a little agitated. And the players too. A little bit of stick work there. Cowan bumping at center ice. Fine. Moves it ahead. Patterson holds it. Driving hard. Patterson has it. Along the board, sends it down. Pringle. Jesse Leonard sends it ahead. Not able to get much going after the early goal, Hartney. Pringle shoots. 9:59 to go here in the third period. You're watching Good On Industries Game Time on TL Media. Mullen. Big hit at center, and I believe that not the guy you want to run into. It's like hitting a brick wall, but I think we have a penalty coming up. Sherlink must be getting 2 minutes for getting run into. Moves it over in the slot. Stopped by Pringle. A big save. And the parade to the penalty box continues. Maybe the Zebras need to get some candy. Nell and Sherlink are in the box. A golden opportunity for the Blues to get back into this game. Cowan's out there to take the draw alongside Leonard. He's going to battle Thomas, and coming away with it are the Blues. Back to the point, moving it over. Izzard sends it across behind the net. Just trying to cycle, move it ahead. Backhand feed. Robertson's hard on his man. Cowan back off the boards, over, takes a shot high and wide, almost like the Boissevain goal, first goal. Moving it up ahead, Izzard up ahead. Jesse Leonard, duking and stopping. Pringle makes the save, and they exchange pleasantries behind the net. I don't think they're talking about their favorite eggnog recipe somehow. This will be the last broadcast on TL Media before Christmas, so we want to take this time to wish everyone a happy holiday season, and may you be safe and warm and responsible. We will be back in the new year and maybe right after Christmas. I'll have to check my schedule and my availability as my family comes first and always has, always will. But the new year will bring exciting times on TL Media. Moves it over. Send it down. Two pivotal pieces of both powers. Linner and Dittmer are in the penalty box. Kept in. Good defensive play. Klein's battling, but it comes out. Sent over. Number 25, Michael Butler. Cowan. Del Cowan. Berthelay. Back over. Number 19. Taylor Walls puts it on net. Berthelay. Back, takes a shot. Stopped by Pringle. It's loose. Robertson. Up ahead to Klein. Klein down the ice it goes. Out to play it as Holder. Blasted down. A good defensive play there by the Border Kings. A good penalty kill. Oh, out of the ball. Takes the back out. I was confused. I thought it was 27 already, but no, that was 23 with the smooth hands. Nick Cowan, 4-3. And it's still anyone's game. Nick Cowan. They had to score on that power play, or just after, and they did. Thomas, off the post! Mullen keeps it in. Fliddell passes over. Now takes a shot. Glove save by Holder. 7:04 to go here in the third period. You're watching Good On Industries Game Time on TL Media. And we'll take a break. Pringle behind the net. Circling around, passes over, turned over. 6:50 to go. Third period. Off the tag up. A good play there by Hartney. Have to be aggressive here to tie this one in the dying minute. 6:30 to go, and here comes Boissevain, and they're going to go back to the power play. But an aggressive play here. Mullen sends it across and turns over. 6:20 to go here, third period. Boissevain's going to the power play with a fantastic chance to finish it. And if you're Hartney, you don't want that to be the penalty box. Back Robertson. Robertson had the last blast on the power play. Dittmer. T-Tart's in the box for 2 minutes or less. Here's Dittmer. Dittmer in. Oh, takes a shot. Oh, that one goes wide. From our vantage point, it looked closer than it probably was. Down the ice it goes. Pringle has to play it. Dittmer. Thomas. Footel. Thomas sends it across. That goes just out of reach. Banged off the boards. Pringle. Just trying to slow a bit of the action down. Up to Nell. Nell sends it across. Hits a leg. Takes a shot. A spinning shot. Dittmer back to Robertson. Robertson passes over. Thomas back over. Dittmer with the blast from the point and a great save there by Holder. 5 minutes and 9 seconds left in the third period. Down the ice it goes. Pringle out to play it. Robertson. David Robertson behind his own end. Slowly trying to get it going. And definitely a call there. Nell drew that penalty very well. The Hartney fans are clamoring for a dive, but to no avail. Down the ice it goes and off the foot. 4:36 to go here in the third period. And the Blues continue to be in penalty trouble.
Good On Industries, Sunrise Credit Union, Zaley Furniture, Springer Construction.
Robertson has it. Robertson takes a shot high and wide. It's a 5-on-3. A must kill for the Blues. A must score for the Border Kings. 4:25 to go here in the third period. 4-3 for the Border Kings. It's now a 5-on-4. Go first, penalties out of the box. Dittmer moves it over the blue line. In the corner, Klein. Klein the backhand, poked up ahead. A good defensive play by Pringle. Moves it around. Circlin tried to move it around anyway and turned over down the ice. Not much on that shot. Not much on that clearing attempt. Klein banked off the boards. Minute 17 to go here at the Border King power play. Pringle has it down low to Dittmer had it down low, got it to Pringle, and Pringle made an enormous shot. Holder's been sharp all game. Dittmer. Jagger Thomas sends it in front. 3:24 to go here. Third period. Footel takes a shot high and just out of play, and we'll take a break. You're watching Good On Industries Game Time on TL Media.
Good On Industries, Sunrise Credit Union, Zaley Furniture, Springer Construction.
Mullen brings it over the blue line, takes a shot, stopped by Stevens. Jesse Leonard, the always dangerous Leonard. Over. Marinell passes across. Jagger Thomas. Footel sends it across. On net. 2:36 to go here in the third period. One shot separates the Blues and the Border Kings. Skylar Canada's out there to take the draw. Do we have a time? A little confusion has the manpower they need. Taking a little page out of the Saskatchewan Roughriders playbook, not being able to count possibly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It is a 5-on-5 right now. Boulder knocked it away. 2:30 to go here in the third period. Hartney desperately trying to tie this one up. They have a better shot of doing it now that they were able to kill the penalties. Going hard after it was the Blues player. Kept in, sent down low. Pringle has to be careful with it. He holds on with 2:12 remaining in the third period. Dale Cowan's out there to take the draw against Skylar Canada. Cowan comes away with it and sends it down low. Robertson up to Adams and going hard after it. Izzard spinning around. The defensive unit out there for the Border Kings. Linner has it on his stick, moves it ahead. Cowan banked off the boards. And here comes Canada. Canada in. Holder holds on for a whistle with 1:43 to go here in the third period.
Good On Industries, Sunrise Credit Union, Zaley Furniture, Springer Construction.
Minute 40 left here in the third period. Minute 25 to go, third period. Cowan's out there. The big guns are out there for the Blues. The net is empty. Robertson takes a shot, bounce it in, let it go. You can put this game on ice. Boissevain, I'm declaring it from the TL Media decision desk. Boissevain will skate home with the victory in this one. But it was close till the very end. Five to 3 now for the Border Kings. Robertson put the icing on the cake. But Cowan's not giving up without a fight. Going in after it. Tremendous speed. Robertson has a hat trick. And another goal. Patterson. You can put this baby to bed. Boissevain's going to skate home with the victory and move 2 points up on Hartney in the standings. But when these two teams meet up in Hartney, whenever that game's made up, you can bet it's going to be a dandy. It's always fun to go to the Hartney Arena.
So it's 6-3 now, Travis?
6-3 is the score for the Boissevain Border Kings.
I can't keep up with that.
30 seconds to go here. Might as well start your vehicles and and it was a Friday night smackdown the last 2 minutes of the third period, but the score, it was a lot closer than the game was a lot closer than 6-3. Ten seconds to go here. Just the cold brews are on ice, and we're
I
ready
was
to.
able to get it up, Travis.
And that's the end of that chapter. Final score 6-3. We'll be back with Trav's Titan after a word from our sponsors.
Good On Industries, Sunrise Credit Union, Zaley Furniture, Springer Construction, Dobby's Contracting, Davidson Truck and Tractor, Longman Apiaries, Boissevain Plumbing and Heating, Do Right Motors.
Time now for Trav's Titan. I dropped my papers all over the place. Okay. That's pretty self-explanatory. Well, we could go one of two ways for Hartney. You could go with the goal scorer or the goalie that kept the minute. I'm going to go with someone different tonight. We will go with the goaltender, Holder. Holder is the recipient of one of these gift certificates to Subway. He's tonight's Trav's Titan for the Hartney Blues. And for the Boissevain Border Kings, David Robertson with the hat trick. You don't see many defensemen get a hat trick here. And David, he's a heck of a player. And the Border Kings are in for a bright 2024 with the likes of him and Mayor Nell and Jagger Thomas. And we look forward to being here back in 2024 for more exciting coverage of TL Media of Good On Industries Game Time on TL Media. But at this time, the Boissevain community lost someone very special this past week. Well, I would like to send our condolences out to the Smith family. Anyone who knew June loved June and probably got a hug from June. She was an all-around great lady, a true sweetheart, and the community won't be the same without her. And for more action, we do have more games coming up in the new year. Just stay tuned to our social media pages. In the meantime, and in between time, we have the Longman Apiaries post-game show with Doug Roach. And it's right after this break.
Good On Industries, Sunrise Credit Union, Zaley Furniture, Springer Construction, Dobby's Contracting, Davidson Truck and Tractor, Longman Apiaries, Boissevain Plumbing and Heating, Do Right Motors.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Longman Apiaries post-game show. My guest right now, well, he's became a bit of a legend this past week. The one, the only, Mr. Doug Roach. Doug, how are you right now?
I am fine and overwhelmed, really.
Yeah, when you, for those of you that may not recognize the name, I'm sure you recognize the voice. He's the Verdun viral sensation. That what were you thinking about when you made that call?
I was just trying to start off pretty simple with, as I said, it looked like a reverse in football. And from where I'm sitting, you can really see the ice open up. And yeah, the D was open. He split the D, and I get a little excited because it's like it's overtime. There's a great scoring chance, and it just came out. Never was really thinking I was going to say it. It just there it was, and I went with it.
Well, sometimes the best ones are unplanned, and you don't want it to sound like you're scripted. And I love it, and everybody who's heard it has loved it, and it's great to hear the raw emotion in the broadcaster's voice. And
Yeah, it's. I was told when I started doing it pretty much full time last year I can't be biased, but I'm thinking, well, Dick Urban was biased, and this guy in Boston is pretty biased, but just trying to keep it even for both teams. However, I do know that it's tough at times, but I do know I favor goaltenders over the rest, even if it's the opposition with the way they play, because I'm a goalie myself. So if I'm biased to the positive side of the goaltenders. Otherwise, it's try to keep it even. But as you said, being the hometown guy, people would expect that I'm going to lean towards the hometown team winning. So I get a little excited, yes.
How long have you been broadcasting for?
This is my second full year with the Oil Capitals.
And is it just you that's in the booth, or do you have a color guy with you?
The person who used to do it had to step away for a bit, and he joined me at the end of last year in the playoffs. I thought we were gonna do that split duo again this year. It didn't pan out. I did a couple games when the Cougars hosted the Western Regionals. My son Logan was up there with me doing color. Sometimes I have guests, but they don't want to say a whole lot. Like my wife was up once, my daughters have been up. They prefer not to say anything though.
Well, I'm just in Boissevain. I'd love to come down and be the other voice. We can work together, and if I'm in Verdun, I'd love to have you on the broadcast between the Oil Kings.
Yeah, if whatever works out, I know that I ref quite a bit as well, so I'm not sure if my time jives up good with their home games, or if I'm going to be at home because of I got a company from the little girl who visits our house quite often. But you never know what might happen.
Yeah, I noticed. I heard you a bit last year, and you got a bit excited. Well, you had this call similar to that, but it didn't quite go as viral. But do you remember?
No, there's lately I feel that I get so excited I can't even say anything, and I end up not saying anything at all except a few noises out of my mouth. I know the last game against Winkler when they were here, it went to overtime, and the goal was a shot from the blue line deflecting up, and I don't even think I said anything except yay.
And sometimes you don't need to say anything.
Yeah.
Sometimes the crowd tells the story.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Oh, I know. I'm sometimes get rambling on myself, and yeah, you forget. Oh yeah, there's a hockey game going on.
Yeah. I like to try to have theme nights, or if it's like last year, I know when we were, let's for example, playing the Blues, I try to have famous blue things like Paul Bunyan's ox or whatever related to blue, just to throw in between whistles. So yeah, so
Good On Industries, Sunrise Credit Union, Zaley Furniture, Springer Construction, Dog